Hello guys, welcome back to the channel. I'm going to start a SQL series. So first we're going to install MySQL or PostgreSQL. So I'm going to show both the installations. So today is going to be the first video and then followed by the second video of PostgreSQL, MySQL and then PostgreSQL, and then we'll start a SQL series. You can use any of them. Okay, whenever I am solving, I'll try to solve in both MySQL and PostgreSQL. Okay, so that you have knowledge of two different databases. So that is going to help you add more databases on your resume. So this is how we are going to start. So let's get started. Let's go to the screen and let's get started with installation of MySQL. So here I'll go and search MySQL server download. Okay, here community version, correct. Let's go there. And yeah, this is for Windows, guys. So if you are installing for Mac or Linux, just check out any other video, or if you want, just let me know in the comments. If you want me to record a video for installing in macOS or Linux, so just let me know. So I have a SQL course also where I am installing both of them, and I'm giving an environment using Docker. I'm giving an environment where MySQL and PostgreSQL both are installed, and that is going to help you to set up the whole environment instead of installing individually. But still, you can learn this and install MySQL. And if you're interested, check out my MySQL core. Also, if you are interested to buy, if not you are going to purchase and you have some queries, so you can just fill out a Google form, which is in the description. The link is in the description. Just go fill out the Google form. I'll try to call you and answer your queries. So let's go to the download page to install, and this is the download page. This is MSI installer, a bigger file. So you don't have to log in, just wait. It'll just, you don't have to log in, just say no thanks, just download. Okay, let me just wait for the download to complete. The whole setup is going to be easy, and if at all you want, you can install Workbench also, and or else you can directly connect from dviewer. I'm going to show both of them, how to connect to dviewer and how to install Workbench and then connect from SQL Workbench also. So I'm going to show both of them. So here is my installation file. Let me just go ahead, right click on it, and more options, run. This is install. Okay, run as admin is not there. Okay, so just right click and let's do install. Okay, so you will get a pop-up where you will be asked for permission. So just scan the permission of yes, and then so this is your screen that is going to come. Okay, this is your screen that is going to come, and let's go ahead and just do server only. No, let's do product and features. Install all the product. Okay, so this is giving me an option of installing Workbench and MySQL router, MySQL shell. So this is giving me all the options. So let's go ahead, not just install server or client. You can only install server also, so that we can directly connect from dviewer. So that is also possible. So I'm going to show full. So let me go ahead and just click on full. So it is up to you. What do you want to do? Okay, if you are doing only client, then you have to connect to a server. Okay, and if you're doing only server, then you can connect, we can use dviewer as a client, so that is also possible. So let's go ahead and do a full installation. Okay, I'll just keep all this as the path. Here it says the path selected already exists, so let me go ahead and delete that particular path. C program data MySQL. So let's go to C program data. Let's search for MySQL, shift and delete. I'm just deleting everything from this particular. Yes, continue. Please delete everything. Skip.
Five hours later.
रुको जरा सबर करो
बहुत तेज हो रहा है बहुत तेज हो रहा साल
Okay, so before you do the installation, just make sure you delete this file. If this error comes, just close the installer window and then delete the file and then start with the installation. Let me go to downloads and then I'll just double click and then start the installation. So whatever pop-up comes of installing, so just do that and go ahead with the full installation. Next, see here server, workbench, shell, router documentation, and samples and examples. So all these are ready. So just let's go ahead and execute this. Okay, here you have execute. So execute. So this is what you start learning. So MySQL or whenever you're writing SQL, you execute the sequels, right? So you get into this practice of executing it. So click on execute and all this tick mark should come and something happened to router.
देखा आपने लापरवाही का नतीजा है
Just I got some errors for SQL and router. Let me again just go back and execute again. So downloaded, ready to install. So downloaded but ready to install. So there was some error. MySQL server installed. That's good. That's good. That's good. Workbench. Even if it's not installed, Workbench you can install from outside. So main is SQL server is what we want, but I want everything to be installed in a single shot. So just playing around. So if you fail or if you get any error, just go back and execute again and try to troubleshoot. So the main part of any tester or any engineer is basically not to just do some task or develop something or test something. It is also debugging. Okay, why are we getting this error? Why am I getting this error? So not debugging of these stuff is what actually makes you know better engineer. Okay, so don't run away from facing the problem. So face the problem. Use ChatGPT. You have ChatGPT. Use Google to find out what is this error and try to troubleshoot that error. So this is what how you're going to learn. When you make mistakes, and so don't run away from mistakes. Try to learn as much as possible from your mistakes and not try to troubleshoot, debug. So I'm going to just fast forward this and just wait until everything is installed.
5 hours later.
Okay, now everything is installed. Depends on your computer capacity, how much it can take and how fast your computer is. So according to that, it will install. So it will take some time. So just because it is taking less time in my computer doesn't mean it will take less time. So just have some patience because you're installing a database and that's a big deal. Okay, so yeah, everything is complete. So let's go ahead. Just do next here. Okay, let's do the configuration. Ready to configure. So just do next here. So just remember this. This is the, you can choose. This is a server computer. So let's do it as development computer only. And this port number is 3306. Just remember that port number. And this is also export number. I'm not sure. I don't use it much. Okay, so just make sure you remember this port number, and next we will configure the user also. So make sure you remember those details. So I'm just using this notepad instead of Windows 10. I'll just make it. So this is for Windows 11. So let me just write the details here. Okay, so for MySQL, I'm going to write the port number is what, 3306. So these are details will help us to connect using pandas and Spark. So I'm just writing these details in a notepad. Okay, so the user, password, everything I'm going to write. And yeah, let's go ahead. I'm going to check this up, and I don't know why, but I'm going to do it. Okay, sorry, I don't have an answer, but might be I will use this, or maybe it was unchecked anyway. So let's just keep it unchecked. Okay, your strong password, your legacy authentication, retain MySQL is important. So let's go ahead and do strong password. Next, let's do here. Okay, MySQL root password. So
कौन है ये लोग? कहां से आते हैं ये?
so here password I'm writing as capital TKK at 108. Okay, and let me add a username root. Okay, and the password I'm going to give is TKK at 108. Same password, TKK 108. Capital TKK at 108. Okay, password is weak. Let's use user is root. What's the problem? Let's make user as TKK only. Okay, password is TKK. And this is the user password. Let me type the user password as TKK at 108. So this is the TKK user password, and this is the main password. Okay, let's do okay. Here TKK DB admin. So I'm just giving admin. So root account password. So root account. This is going to be root. Okay. So root is going to be root, which is root, and then the password will be TKK1 at 108. So I've kept the password both the same. Usually you don't do that. Okay. Because I'm going to connect through pandas and connect through Spark in my course. So I'm just giving these information so that it's easy for my students to learn. Okay. So I'm done with the configuration. The root password TKK at 108. TKK at 108. Okay, done. Okay, let's go ahead and start my SQL server at system startup. Okay, yes. Okay, this looks good. Let me, yes, grant full access to user running Windows services. Yes, please grant full access. Okay, so if you do this, then you will have to go into services, and sometimes you have to go to no, system path files and do path configuration. So all that is little cumbersome. So instead, just give full grant access. Okay, so if at all you are not looking to give full access, so make sure you install a virtual machine and then give full grant access to the virtual machine, not to your own computer. Okay, so that way, if you want to be safe. Okay, but anyway MySQL, you're going to connect to your own local system only, so it would have to be um, so what do you say, scared of it. Okay, let's go ahead, just do next here, and it is going to do all this process. Let's execute. That looks good. Let's go ahead and finish this. Whatever.
5 hours later.
No, I don't want to do any of these. Let's just finish this. And if at all you want to do this, so you can do this. Okay, finish. Next. Yeah. So I'm checking basically the user is root and the password is this. So just checking. Final execution. Looks good. What is okay? So here is our MySQL workbench. Okay, I'm just deleting this connection. So this connection is creating a confusion. So which is showing me 3307. So instead of that, I will create a new connection and just take this connection as EKK connection. And this is good. This looks good. Let's test this. Yeah, see here host which is 127.0.0.1. So which is basically localhost. Okay, which is basically localhost, and port is 3306 and user is root. Okay, let's go ahead to test connection. Test connection is working and close it. Yeah, now you see test connection root, and let's open this. Awesome, that's how it is. So now let's do select star from Shakila dot Shakila is the schema name, and let's find out here actor. Okay, it's working. So world schema tables, we have city. So let's do this. Select star from world. Sorry, WRLD world dot p semicolon, run this. Okay, this is working fine. This is working fine, guys. I don't want to save this. Okay, so this is how you have to set up your MySQL. So let's go ahead and read data from using pandas and read the data from MySQL. Okay. So this is how I connect my Python pandas code to get data from MySQL. So this is how I get it. And if you want to learn more about how to connect using pandas and Spark, I'm not going to show the code here because I have a course here. So you can go to my website, or if you have questions regarding the course, so you can fill the form which is in the description related to course. If you have any doubts, you can just fill the form, give me your details, and ask any question that you have. I'll personally either ping you on WhatsApp or call you and clarify your doubts. And so not just pandas, we are going to see you in Spark also.